Marilyn Manson is gearing up for a full-fledged return to his music career after signing a record deal with Nuclear Blast. This after being dropped by his label and his management and his whole team essentially back in 2021 after facing a myriad of allegations from women, namely from actress Evan Rachel Wood, who accused Manson of abuse for years during their relationship. In a statement released at the time, Manson ended up suing her for defamation. That case is still ongoing. There were a lot of aspects of that case that the judge ended up throwing out. And of course, there have been a number of settlements, even an accuser of Manson recanting her story and saying she felt pressured to make allegations against Manson. Now, for Marilyn Manson, he has maintained his innocence throughout the entire situation. He said very little in public, understandably, considering the circumstances. But now Manson is gearing up to return to the music career that has been on hold and hiatus during this entire ordeal, which still remains unresolved. And so I was surprised to see him coming back. I mean, typically you would see maybe someone waiting for these legal matters to be resolved, considering the severity. And prior to all of this, Manson was definitely for a while turning in some really bad performances. He seemed to be dealing with a lot of substance-related issues. The performances were sloppy. It's said now, though, that Manson is sober. And so whether or not his career is going to be successful going forward, it really has a lot to do with the reception to the music, the outcome of these lawsuits, but also how does he present himself on stage if he comes back with the type of performances that he was putting in the past. I don't anticipate this career is going to go very far, but from what it is seen with him, it's said that he's now been sober. But, this is a volatile moment for his career, considering all of the pressure, all of the accusations that have been left against him. It remains to be seen whether or not the fans are going to support him in a big way. But for now, he is going to be hitting the road with Five Finger Death Punch, and he's also going to be on the road there. Slaughter to Prevail also on that tour. Manson has maintained his innocence in these accusations against him, and now he is teasing this new music. The first new music since 2020 from Manson, since he's put that career on hold, and he has signed that deal with Nuclear Blast. Here's a little bit of the teaser clip that he released out on social media just a couple days ago. And again, as you can see here, Marilyn Manson's going to be hitting the road with Five Finger Death Punch and Slaughter to Prevail as well. And so, he is returning as a support act on this big tour. Five Finger Death Punch, of course, is a huge band. And so how the type of shows he turns in are going to be very important. And, Five Finger Death Punch, they're also a band where they're not going to tolerate, any foolishness on their tours. They run a tight ship, and it's said that Marilyn Manson is sober now, and that's a big question for his ability to perform live. And you've got all of these legal issues going on, and then if you don't come back and you don't put on good shows, that's the biggest obstacle for him at this point in his career. Just from a music standpoint, aside from the many legal challenges that he faces, this is a huge obstacle for him in his career to be able to do that, particularly under the pressure that he's under. And so we'll wait and see how all of that shakes out. So here's some of the coverage of what has been said about this return from Marilyn Manson and signing to Nuclear Blast. Now, Nuclear Blast said to Billboard in a statement confirming the signing that they're heralding in a new phase of the career of the iconic metal artist Marilyn Manson, confirming that in a statement. Here's more. So Billboard says Marilyn Manson has signed a record deal with indie metal label Nuclear Blast. Billboard has confirmed in a statement sent to them. It says they're heralding a new phase in the career of this iconic metal artist, though it declined to provide further details on the nature of the deal. Wednesday, the label shared a video of Manson on Instagram that appeared to tease new music. It definitely is. The news comes more than 3 years after Manson was dropped by his previous record label, Loma Vista Recordings, after his former girlfriend, actress Evan Rachel Wood, and several other women accused Manson of sexual abuse. Following the allegations, Manson was also dropped by his agency, CAA, and longtime manager Tony Ciula. Manson has denied all of the women's accusations. It says he hasn't released an album since 2020's We Are Chaos. Manson's career appears to be picking up steam. In March, he announced his first live dates in nearly 5 years, revealing that he and Russian deathcore band Slaughter to Prevail would embark on a 30-date arena amphitheater tour with Five Finger Death Punch that is going to be kicking off in August. So Manson is definitely planning this comeback, and this is something he teased a while ago, maybe a year ago, with some of those pictures of him recording music. So let me know what you all think about this in the comments. Let me know down below, and as always, be sure to hit that subscribe button to Rock Feed for the latest news and updates about your favorite musicians.